my God, what the fuck?
You ain't got no reason to be mad at him. Y'all might be best friends. Life changes, life goes on. He was only young, he was 16. Y'all got a chance to change, and that's my message.
We checked the Memphis Data Hub. It shows 48 violent crimes or incidents involving weapons within a quarter-mile radius of Rangeline and James Road since September 2024.
Welcome back to Unboxxed. I'm your host, Frayser D, and I appreciate all y'all for rocking with me. This is a perfect example of what is happening out here right now with our young people. So, according to sources, an argument between three boys at a Frayser tire shop Wednesday afternoon escalated into one being left unalive. Now, I won't go into all the details about this, but the fact of the matter is, we see this entirely too much. Too many of our young men do not understand the meaning of conflict resolution, and they go all the way to the extreme whenever their manhood or respect gets tested. In Memphis, Chicago, St. Louis, Houston, and a number of other cities, this has become the norm. Now, this is a 16-year-old young man that is no longer with us, and a 17-year-old who is now facing second-degree charges. Some people say you don't blame the parents. Some people say that when kids get to a certain age, they're gonna do whatever they wanna do. I believe that it starts a lot earlier than that. It starts with parents instilling discipline in their kids. It starts with parents leading by example and not just allowing the internet, video games, and the neighborhood to raise their kids. These kids are at an age where they should be at school, but yet they're arguing out in front of a tire shop. And you heard the news lady say that there has been several situations at this same basic area, which is telling you that this area is a hotbed, and how a parent can allow their child to be over there. I don't give a damn how old they are. If they live in your house, how can you allow your kids to be over there? Why aren't you checking on your kids? Why aren't you finding out what's really going on? Now this reads, at 12:50 p.m., officers responded to a pew-pew call from Family Tire Shop located at 2731 Rangeline Road. Police say that early information indicates three boys were in a verbal altercation when it escalated into one using a firearm. One 16-year-old boy was found at the scene critically wounded. He was rushed to the local hospital, but he didn't make it. MPD says that two others were detained at the scene when officers arrived. One of those boys was arrested and charged with the unaliving of this young man, while the other was released without charges. A friend of the victim spoke to Action News 5, emphasizing that he did not deserve this and he was a good kid. Isn't that what we always hear? He was such a good kid. This child didn't deserve it. But you know what the fact of the matter is? Slugs don't have no name on it. It don't matter if you a good kid, if you in a bad spot. And if you're living in a bad spot, that means that you have chosen for your child to be a soldier. Because if you living in a war zone, make no mistake, if your kids is there with you, they are now soldiers. It's hard to be a civilian in a war zone because, as I said, slugs don't have no name on it. It's a damn shame that we look at this as something that just happens, or because the child isn't the same shade that our child is, that it's not our problem. But it's our problem when our kids go to school with the same kids that's doing the same thing that you hearing right here. You can't turn a blind eye to what's happening and pretend that it's not happening just because it hasn't happened to you. This is a damn shame. And it's not just Memphis. Other cities need to take notice to what's going on and stop ignoring what's happening with our kids. You need to play room raiders and check their room if they live in your house. Make sure you got your child's location at all times if you paying their phone bill. If your child is making money and they ain't going to no job, you need to find out what the hell your child is doing. I'm your man, Uncle Rice, aka Pops the American Dad. And that's my moment. I want you to tell me what you think about this. Is this just something that we need to get used to? Or should parents step up and do a better job making sure they control their kids? Enjoy y'all day, and thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more common sense content from an American Dad's standpoint.